up, y'all? It's your girl Naya, and I am back on YouTube finally. Yay! Y'all, I've been gone for a very long time, and I'm back now. I'm back and I'm better. And we gonna turn up on this channel, okay? We gonna turn up on this channel. But no, yes, I'm back, and I have a lot of videos and content for you guys. So if you want to see those videos and that content and everything like that, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. And also like and comment on the videos, and also press that notification bell button so y'all can see when I upload, you know, when I come out with some new stuff for y'all, okay? So today, basically, I'm gonna tell y'all about this story time. It's this story time about when me and my best friend got into a shootout. Well, we did not get into a shootout. We just got caught in a shootout, okay? This story is crazy, but stay tuned so y'all can hear all about this crazy ass story, okay? Yes, so yeah, so me and my best friend, we got into a shootout, and we got caught in a shootout, and we were in Atlanta. Now, mind you, my best friend, she lived in Atlanta at this time, and I moved down there after I lost my job, and I'm just like, I want something new. Like, after I lost my job, I just said that was it. So I'm moving to Atlanta. So we moved. I packed up all my stuff, and we drove my car from Chicago to Atlanta. That was like a 9 and something hours drive or whatever. And that was crazy. Well, it wasn't too bad. It really wasn't too bad, but you know, it was what it was. So this particular day, mind you, let me give y'all a little backstory about how we ended up at this place and how we ended up in this situation. So when we got to Atlanta, one of my best friend, one of her friends that she met previous before me coming down there, because she lived in Atlanta for maybe a couple of years before I even decided to come down there. One of her friends introduced us to these dudes, and they had like a little studio / garage type thing. So, you know, yeah. But yeah, so she introduced us to them, and somehow one of the dudes, now I'm gonna give this dude a name. We're gonna name him Mike. So Mike, my best friend ended up talking to Mike, and from them talking, we used to go up there like often, like pretty often. So yeah, we was going up to the little studio / garage very often, you know, just to hang out and shit. Like, you know, nothing too serious. We were just hanging out and stuff. So this particular day, we went up there early. Like, it wasn't early because a lot of them, like a lot of the dudes, it was like a lot of dudes there or whatever, because, you know, it was a studio / you know, garage. So a lot of people be hanging out there. And mind you, I don't want to make it seem like, you know, it was one of those, because it really wasn't one of those. It would be other females there too and shit like that. And everybody just used to cool. Like, we used to listen to music, smoke, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, it was a real good vibe. And so, yeah, so this particular day, we was up there early. And we was just chilling around and stuff like that. And, you know, we was talking to everybody, you know, chilling. So me and my best friend, we end up leaving. What we left for, I don't know. I'm not sure what we left for, but I know we left. And in the process of us being gone from there, I went on Instagram and I follow a couple of them from the studio or whatever. And I'm like, they posting up about a party. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, we was just up there. Why y'all ain't tell us about this party? Like, what the fuck? Like, we was literally just there. Y'all ain't say shit about no party. Hello? But anyway, so we called them. We like, what party? What party is y'all talking about? Like, oh yeah, we ain't tell y'all. Excuse me? Excuse me? No, you didn't tell us about no damn party. The fuck? So, okay, we talked to them about the party and da-da-da-da. They told us what time it started, da-da-da-da. So we like, okay, cool. So we had like, a little time to go back home, get dressed and stuff like that for this party. So we get dressed and we head back out. Now we head back out to this party. Mind you, I'm not going to give too much details about the area and things like that because I don't want to give too much details about who we was hanging with and stuff like that. So, yeah, so, I'm getting lost in my tracks, y'all. So we end up going back, but before we go back, we go to the gas station. Now in Atlanta, I don't know if a lot of people been to Atlanta or not, but in Atlanta, majority of the gas stations sell liquor, okay? They might be like the little my cards or the margarita shits or the, whatever. They sold liquor. So we didn't have no type of liquor with us. Like, we didn't go to the store and get liquor. And by the time this was going on, I think like most of the liquor stores was closed. So we go to the gas station and we just get us some of them little margarita things, the mango-ritas or the strawberry-ritas, whatever the fuck they call. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, we get us a couple of those and shit. And so we end up parking in a gas station. Now, mind you, we didn't know because the place that we went to, they had a parking lot, but the parking lot was full. We could not park in there absolutely no type of way. Like, we couldn't even squeeze our car in. And mind you, it's hella people, like, driving up to this place, and they trying to get in, but they're not letting nobody in. So, mind you, we know basically everybody that be there. Like, we even know the owner of the place, which that's a whole nother story, but we gonna get into that. But yeah, so we know the owner of the place, and keep that in mind. We know the owner of the place and stuff like that. So we like, and I'm not gonna lie, they had like some people that worked there or whatever that really didn't know us like that. We knew a lot of people there, but they had some workers that wouldn't be there when we were there. So they didn't know. And those was the people that was working the gate to get into the spot. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we park at the gas station. We get our shit and we walk over to the place. All right. Now, mind you, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Okay. So we finally go in, we get through the gate, and we go up to the front door. Now the owner and a couple of other people is at the front door. It costs to get into this party. Every party that they have, it costs to get in. It costs to get in. No matter if it's an event or a party or whatever the situation is, it costs to get in. Okay, so we see the owner. We like, hey, what's up? Yeah, what? Hey. Like, hey, yeah, $10. What? Now, mind you, before, when we was on the phone with Mike, because Michaela, which is my best friend, Michaela called Mike like, yeah, so we gonna come through, da-da-da-da. Mike tell us, okay, that's cool. You know, when y'all get here, just let us know, and y'all won't have to pay or nothing like that. So we thinking we all in a club and shit like that. But I think what we fucked up at it. No, we did call these motherfuckers. We called they ass and they didn't answer. Blew the fuck out of us. Okay. So we at the front door and he like $10 and I'm like, huh? But we end up paying the $10 because we like, fuck it, you know, it is what it is. So we go in, and mind you, I don't want to describe the place either because I feel like some people might catch on to where the fuck we was at and who the fuck we was around. And I don't want to give out no names, no none of that. So, yeah, so we go in, and mind you, it's packed. It's packed as fuck. Hot as fuck. Everything. It's so fucking hot in there. Like, it's really fucking hot. So we don't see the people that we, you know, normally be hanging out with. We don't see these motherfuckers. So me and my friend, we go to the side, and for some reason, like in a crowd, we end up seeing one person. We end up seeing one person that, you know, we knew. And at this time, we ain't had no weed either. So we like, yeah, you got some weed? And he was like, yeah. So we paid for some weed. So my best friend rolling up or whatever. My best friend started rolling up and shit. Oh, I'm missing a part. So before we even went inside, the owner, he was like, where y'all park at? And we like, oh, we parked at the gas station. He was like, no, don't park there because you gonna get towed. And as we turned around to walk back to the gas station, the motherfucking tow truck was out there. Like, the tow truck was right out there. So we hurried up, run to the car, go take our car and park it in another parking lot that's close by. So, yeah, so, you know, it was what it was, but, you know, it's whatever. So, yeah, so then that's when we came back and we went in. Okay. All right, cool. So, yeah, my best friend rolling up, and I turned around. Now, mind you, the motherfuckers that we know, I'm sorry, somebody was calling me. But the motherfuckers we know, they had a VIP section. Now, mind you, we didn't know nothing about this VIP section. We barely knew about the fucking party. We barely knew about the party. So, we like, where the hell these niggas at? So as my best friend rolling, I turn around and I see the VIP section that they're in. And I'm like, oh, they all back there. So I'm like, okay, best friend, once you done rolling that, we gonna go back there. She like, all right, cool. So she just rolling and rolling and rolling. And so these niggas walked in. And I'm not gonna say who they are and where they from and shit like that. Just know these niggas walked in. And they see the people that they know too. But the people that they know that we know, they're not that cool. Like, they're not really cool like that. Like, they know one of the dudes out the group that we knew, they knew him the most. So they saw him and thought, oh, we could get in this VIP section too. That wasn't the case. That was not the case. So it's this dude. We're gonna name him Hothead. And y'all, I'm about to explain to y'all why his name is Hothead. So they tried to come in and they tried to go in a VIP section. By this time, my best friend almost done rolling up. They tried to go in a VIP section and Hothead decides to stop them like, fuck is y'all doing? Like, no, this a reserved section. Y'all gonna have to be out there. And so I guess the niggas like that thought they could get up in there. They was like, boy, fuck you talking about? Like, fuck is you talking about? And I'm looking like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit, I already know what's about to go down, okay? I already knew it was about to go down. So I'm like, oh, here we go. So they get to arguing. Then next thing you know, and mind you, it's like 3 or 4 of them niggas on one nigga, which is Hothead. So next thing you know, it looked like they like scuffling a little bit. Then next thing you know, they started running towards another side that, you know, Had a little hallway area. And I'm like, oh shit. My best friend done rolling. She trying to walk over to the VIP section. I'm like, bitch, no, hold on. Back up. So I'm looking. We're starting to look at this shit. And next thing you know, it's the dude. I don't even know who he was. But all of a sudden, he yells out, everybody get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Da 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 da. And everybody like, what the fuck? But everybody started running. Crazy. So while I had over there fighting these 4 niggas and shit like that, I don't even know if they was trying to break these motherfuckers up or not. But all I know is we started running out. Now, mind you, we're close to the VIP section. Everybody is in the front towards the stage and shit like that. There's like a little exit on the side. Everybody bum rushing their ass out that way. Mind you, it's packed. So everybody trying to go out this one exit. They moving like, it's like moving slow because there's so many people trying to go out this one exit. Next thing you know, me and my friend, we get to the exit and we get outside. Next thing you know, they started shooting. Bro. They started shooting. And me and my best friend, for some reason, we got split up. Like, me and my best friend got split up in the process of going out this exit. Somebody got in front of me because I put my best friend in front of me because, mind you, she was behind me. But when we turned around to go out the exit, she was in front of me. So for some reason, somebody cut in between us and separated us. I don't know where the fuck she went. So we outside. I'm on the motherfucking ground, y'all. I'm on the fucking ground, G. And they just shooting. They stopped for a second. Then they started back up. I'm like, oh, fuck. So, y'all, let me tell y'all the scariest part. G. So, mind you, the exit is right behind me. I'm still, like, right here by the exit. But the exit is right behind me. I turned around. And I see hella niggas running out of the exit with, you know what I'm talking about. They running with they poles out, G, like, I'm like, oh, this is some shit. This is some shit, bro. Like, I'm looking like, bro, like, what? I'm looking like, what the fuck? Like, how? And mind you, me and my best friend was not even in the party for 20 minutes. Not even 20 minutes. So, y'all, I get back down because I was going to get up and, walk back into place. I couldn't even do that shit. Mad y'all. So, I'm on the ground. I turn back around and get back on the ground. I turn and I don't technically get up. I'm kind of squatting down. It's a car that I'm right by. So I'm squatting down and holding on to the car. So mind you, I turn around, y'all. And it's this dude. It is this dude. He's standing right in front of the exit. He pulls out his gun and my life flashed before my eyes. I thought that was the end of me. Because I'm like, oh, shit. I'm about to die. This nigga about to shoot me. Oh, this nigga about to shoot me. Because, man, you, in Atlanta, they get in a lot of illegal activities down there. Like, I didn't know it was like that. But that's another story. So he takes out his gun and he just starts shooting in the air. At this point, I'm damn near about to cry because I ain't never been that close. Like, yeah, I've been in shootouts before, but I ain't never been that close like that. Like, to a motherfucker with the gun. Like, I was fucking scared for my life, y'all. Like, if y'all understand, if you ever been in a shootout, you will understand that shit. Like, that shit is scary. Y'all, so he stopped shooting or something. Something happened, I think. I think he stopped shooting. I've managed to find my way to go inside. They all stopped shooting for another hot second, G. I found my way back inside. And it's like a little radiator thing. It's like one of them, what you call them? I don't want to say radiators. It was like one of them silver things. I don't know if it controlled the heat or what the fuck it controlled, but it was one of those things. They start, as soon as I get back inside, they start shooting again. My ass hit the floor and crawled over to behind that little radiator thing or whatever the fuck you call it. Mind you, it's 3 people behind that thing already. It's 2 girls and a boy. And he just telling us, get down, get down, get down, stay down, stay down, stay down. And mind you, I think they knocked over something. So it's on the floor. I end up taking that shit and putting it over myself. Because at this point, no, like, hell no, like, I can't. Like, I just can't. So, y'all, I'm like, and by this time, I'm like, where the fuck my best friend at? I'm like, where the fuck is my best friend? I'm panicking at this point now. I'm panicking because where's my best friend? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I can't deal with this right now. I just can't. So at this point, they stopped shooting. They stopped shooting for good. They stopped shooting. And the 3 people and me that's behind the little thing, we get up and we start walking towards the front. We didn't go out the back exit. We start walking towards the front. And in the process, I'm like, gee, where's my best friend? Where's my best friend? And the girls and the boy, they looking at me like, who's your best friend? Like, what is her name? What is her name? I'm like, her name is Michaela. Where's my best friend? Where's my best friend? So in the process of us walking back to the front, you know, that's where the VIP section was. So I see damn near majority of the niggas that I was cool with, right? And I'm like, y'all seen Michaela? Like, y'all seen Michaela? Where the fuck is she? They like, I don't know. We haven't seen her. So Mike come around the corner. I'm like panicking at this point. I'm like, Mike, where's Michaela? Where is Michaela? Like, I can't find her. Where is she? Where is Michaela? He like, I don't know. You ain't seen her. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't be asking you this shit if I knew where the fuck she was. Like, how you gonna ask me where the fuck she at? And I just asked you where the fuck she at. Like, make it make sense. Somebody help me make it make sense. So I'm irritated off of that. So now I'm just standing in the VIP section like, gee, what the fuck is my friend? What the fuck is my friend? I grab my phone and I'm trying to call her, but I think her phone is dead. Maybe, I don't know. It was something that was going on, or she probably didn't want to answer her phone. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there talking. Next thing you know, she comes around the corner and she grabs me and she take me to the front. And in the front is like this little room. We go in this room. Mind you, it's hella people in this room trying to hide and shit because they just had a shootout. Like, they just had a whole motherfucking shootout. And she sit on the couch and I sit on the couch next to her. And I'm like, gee, I didn't know where the fuck you went. Like, what the fuck? And she just quiet. She's quiet because she's very shook. She's shook. She went through a whole different experience than I did. And I would be shook too at the experience that she went through because that was a whole different, that's a whole different story. That's her side of the story. I'm just telling y'all my side of the story. So, but everybody in the room, everybody just quiet and shit. And low key, everybody just started walking out. Like, I wouldn't say one by one, but they just all started like walking out, like kind of like one by one. And the people that was with each other, they walked out together. So by the time everybody left out the room, it was just me and my best friend, and we just sitting there. And we looking outside because we could see, like, we're in the front, basically. We're in the front of the place now. So we could see outside, like, the door is kind of open, and we see outside, and we're just like, and this people, it's a nigga carrying a female. I don't know if she fell and broke her foot or whatever. Nobody was shot. Thank God. Nobody was shot. But I guess they was shooting in the air and they end up shooting out the light pole on the end of the street. This shit's stupid. That shit is so stupid. Like, they shot on the end of the street. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? So me and my best friend, we just sitting there in silence. Like, we're just sitting there because I'm just like, she shook. She shook. And I'm shook too. And like, it was just like hard for us to say anything because we like, did we really just go through this shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? Like, is you serious? Like, what is going on, y'all? Like, we did not know what really transpired until we left. So mind you, we just sitting there. We waiting for damn near everybody to leave out. So everybody left out and it's damn near clear. The police is outside and shit like that. But then they started to all leave and shit once they noticed like nobody was really hurt or anything, stuff like that. So we leave out and we go to our car. Now, mind you, some of the dudes that we know that, you know, be at the place, they like, where y'all going? We like, we just going to our car. We going to our car. And they was like, oh, y'all coming back? And we like, maybe, yeah. So we leave, we get in our car and we drive some ways down. And we just sit there, like, we just sitting in the car. My best friend, like, I really don't want to go back there. I really don't want to go back there. Mind you, one of the dudes that I was kind of, like, talking to in a way, not really, but, you know, he called me. He like, where y'all at? Where y'all go? Where y'all go? And I'm just like, we needed to get away from there real quick or whatever. And so he was like, y'all coming back? Y'all come back? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. He was like, yeah, y'all should come back. Y'all should come back. Everything clear right now. Everything clear and nobody ain't gonna come back. And I'm just looking at him like, okay. All right, whatever. I'm just looking at the phone, not him, but I'm like, okay, whatever. So we hang up. So my best friend like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. And I'm like, best friend, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, we don't have to go there. Like, we don't have to or whatever. But these niggas was pressing us so bad. Like, even not Mike, but somebody else from that place ended up calling my best friend and was like, yeah, y'all coming back where y'all at and shit. So we ended up going back and everybody was basically gone. Everybody was basically gone and shit. And so Hothead is outside and a couple of other dudes is outside. And Hothead, like, we get out the car. Well, I get out the car and I'm outside the car. And at this point, I'm smoking because my nerves is bad. I'm smoking like a motherfucker. I used to smoke black. So I'm smoking this black or whatever. And I'm just like, my nerves is bad. Like, my whole hand is shaking while I'm trying to smoke the black. Like, it was a lot. So Hothead just sitting there explaining. And Hothead kind of mad because he felt like, you know, for everybody to be so cool and shit, nobody really helped him out. Like, he was basically getting jumped and nobody really helped him out. Like, everybody just kind of stood to the side or whatever and watched him get jumped and shit and stuff like that. And he was just saying certain people, only a couple of people really was the ones that really came through for him. So he was just like, man, fuck everybody else. He was like, I'm not coming up here no more and all of this other shit. And imagine my best friend, she's still in the car because she don't want to get out this fucking car. She does not want to get out this car. And I'm like, I understand that. That's very understandable. Very understandable. Excuse me. So I'm like, Lord Jesus. So yeah, so all of that happened and you know, I was just standing outside the car talking to, you know, the couple of dudes that was still there and shit. And next thing you know, I was just like, yeah, we about to go. Like, we about to go. And they like, oh, well, you coming back? And I'm looking at the time. I don't exactly remember the time, but the time, It wasn't that late. It really wasn't that late because, like I said, when the party started, I think the party started, I don't remember what time the party started, but it wasn't that late. It really wasn't. And I don't know, like, yeah. So we ended up leaving because we just like, man, we need to cool down. We need to cool the fuck down because that was just too much. Like, that was completely too much. We didn't know what the fuck I was like, like, excuse me? Excuse me? Like, I came to Atlanta to get away from shit like this. I didn't come down from Chicago to Atlanta to be in some shit like this. Like, what the fuck? Like, is you serious? Is y'all cool? Like, is y'all cool? So we ended up leaving, and the dude that I was kind of like talking to, he saw was like leaving, and he was like, where y'all going? Like, he yelling out like, where y'all going? And we just driving. We was like, yeah, we'll be back. Whole time we lied, but I'm like, we'll be back. And he was like, nah, where y'all going? And I was like, we'll be back. Because by the time he said that again, I was down the street, okay? So I'm like, we'll be back. We never went back. Not that night. So I think we took like a day or so. We took like a day or so off. And yeah, then I think we went back like the day after that. The day that we took off from being up there. Because me and my best friend, we was still kind of shook about it. We was just like, nope. We like, no way, Jose. We good on that shit. Like, cause we ain't know if the niggas was gonna come back up there and, try to shoot up the whole damn place. Like, we ain't got time for that, We ain't got time for that. So, I'm sorry. I'm just keep on getting notifications on my phone. But, yeah, so after that, we went home and we gave it a day to cool out. And then we went back up there and shit like that. And yeah. But yeah, so that's basically the time that me and my best friend got into the shootout. And mind y'all, like, I want y'all to be real safe and notice the signs when something is about to happen, because I knew, I had the feeling that something was about to happen once I saw all the commotion over there. And I'm just like, best friend, like, she was still trying to go to the VIP section, and I'm like, no, hold on real quick, because they fighting. Like, it looked like they fighting. Next thing you know, we're in a shootout. We're in a whole fucking shootout. So I just want y'all to know, like, when to up and leave and start walking towards y'all car, start getting out the way, because especially this summer, I live in Chicago, and everybody know that, like, I don't think Chicago is a very dangerous city, but it does have its ways, and a lot of things can be prevented if people just read between the lines and read the red flags and read the signs. Like, just read the signs. Y'all could tell when something crazy is about to go down by how a person is acting. Like, y'all could just tell. So that's why I just be like, y'all, make sure y'all pay attention to y'all surroundings. Make sure y'all, y'all stay mindful of everything that's going on around you, because nowadays, like, it's crazy out here, and it's getting real crazier. Like, it's just getting so crazy. Y'all gotta be careful, period. Just be careful. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, that was the time that me and my best friend got into a shootout, and I've been in more shootouts after that. Not with my best friend, but with other people. And it's like, you know what the crazy part is? It's like, I could sit here and tell y'all, be mindful and be careful. And then you hear me say, well, I was in another shootout. It's like, being in the wrong place at the wrong time is a very thing. Like, it's a very real thing, because those shootouts that I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Of course, nothing happened to me personally. Nothing happened to anybody else or anything. But it was just like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, why? Why am I back in this spot? Like, why am I here? So, but yeah, y'all. So, please stay safe. And like I said, watch y'all surroundings for this summer. And thank y'all for watching this video. Okay. Thank y'all for watching this video. Like I said before, please like, comment, and subscribe, and press that notification bell button. And let me know in the comments what y'all thought about this story. Let me know if there's anything y'all want me to talk about later on in my YouTube, because I will be doing a segment called Let's Talk About It. And there's topics that I would like to talk about. And if you guys comment a topic that you would like to talk about, I will touch up on it as well. So comment down what y'all would like to hear me talk about and everything else. So thank y'all guys for watching, and please come back, because I will be uploading videos every week, okay? Every week. I don't have a set date right now of when I'm gonna upload, but I will upload every week. So y'all stay out and stay tuned for those videos, okay? Thank you guys for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day. Bye. Not even 10 minutes into the fucking party. These motherfuckers started acting crazy. I can't believe this, bro. Yeah, this shit crazy as fuck, bro. They don't know how to act everywhere we go. Like, I thought Chicago was just on the bullshit. No, these motherfuckers down here, they on the bullshit too. Can't believe this.